This is a CEYOMUR 2.7K 24 megapixel wildlife camera C70. It has a good strong construction, making it ideal for outdoor use. There's a strong hinge to the side, which several other cameras lack. To the rear there are loops here for fixing a webbing strap. Underneath there's a tripod socket, but also these little feet, so if the camera stood on flat ground it will stay upright, whereas some without the feet tend to wobble backwards and forwards. To the side there's this little loop, so you can thread a padlock through for security. It fastens via these good, strong, easy to open clips, which are also easy to use in cold and wet weather with cold and wet fingers. On opening the camera, the batteries are stored to the right in this compartment. You can use either 4 batteries or 8. If you use 8, then obviously the camera will run in standby mode for a lot longer. And you can use either rechargeable batteries or alkaline, but you do get better performance with alkaline. I use rechargeable because I use so many cameras. To the left there's a screen for playback of shots, the menu button, which is highly intuitive, replay for looking at the photos, and the controls. The camera is also supplied with several accessories, including a webbing strap to fix it around a tree or a stump. There's a fixing bracket here, so that could be fixed to, say, a wall, a post, shed roof, and then the camera angled. There's a USB connection lead and some screws for fitting the bracket. Also, a very comprehensive and helpful manual, which is well written. The print size is small, but they all tend to be, but it is very easy to follow, a very clear manual. Back to the camera. The memory card fits in the slot at the base underneath, and there's also a speaker. I'll now turn the camera on so we can have a look at how easy it is to set up the menus. Obviously press the menu button to access the menus, and they are highly intuitive. So the camera can either operate in photo and video mode, just video, just photos. The PIR interval is adjustable, as is the sensitivity, and it's the PIRs which trigger the shutter on the camera. So if set to high sensitivity, it really doesn't take much to set off the camera, and low sensitivity, which is perhaps better for larger animals, but I'll set it on medium. Then scroll down the other options and then across to the next menu. You can set the image size for anything from 2 megapixels right up to 24, which you don't see on many wildlife cameras, but I find 5 megapixel quite adequate. You can also set the shutter speed as well, which is something I haven't seen on other cameras before either. Video resolution, again a very wide range from HD right up to 2.7K. Unfortunately we don't have a monitor of that resolution, so I'll stick to 1080. Video length can be adjusted, and the audio can either be on or off. It's nice to have the audio on because then you can hear the animals and birdsong. Set the language to your own country, format the card, set the time and date. So that's the camera now set up. So switch it from setup to on to pop it into use. And if you've already used the camera and want to have a look at shots you've taken, just press the replay. It's handy to have this playback option because you can take a test shot to make sure the camera is correctly positioned before leaving it unattended. So still images and video as well. That's just an example of playback. But I think the best option now is to pop the camera into on, so it's ready to record, pop it outside and see what we get. So in summary and conclusion, I've used probably about 30 plus wildlife cameras to date, and I have to say this one, for its build quality, its ease of use, its video and photo output resolution and quality, this has to be one of the best. The CEYOMUR 2.7K 24 megapixel wildlife camera CY70. Highly recommended.